Hey guys, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, a wonderful Sabbath day rest, and greetings in the name of Yeshua Messiah. My name is Chris Wilson. I'm your host of Grassroots Healing, teaching you how to be a master and an advocate of your own health. And today I just wanted to start a new series for the channel, probably once a week, every Tuesday. I'm going to commit to bringing some type of inspirational or encouragement. I believe that we need more encouraging messages, aspiring and inspiring messages here in our world today. We're inundated by news 24/7, and it's constant degrading, demoralization, and it's also just negativity that we're being inundated with day in and day out. Whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's YouTube, or I hope it's not on YouTube because you get to control what you watch on there. Same as TV, but anytime you flick on the TV and have the news station on, it's usually something bad. Probably 80% of the time, maybe 90% of the time, it's something bad. They don't really have any good stories or good news or positive stories. So I wanted to bring you something that you could do to start your day with. I want to commit to about once a week right now because I'm really busy. And if I can go every day or every other day, I'll try. Or if I can just have a little 4 to 5 minute encouraging clip I can put here for you, I'll do that as well. I'll do my best. But I will give at least one per week. And something that you can use to help you get through your day. So today I want to talk about your thoughts. You're not what you think you are, but what you think you are. I heard David Jeremiah. He's a Christian pastor over in California, and I heard him say that one time, and it's always resonated with me. Probably 5 years ago. I don't even remember what the sermon is about or what he taught over. However, that one passage, that you're not what you think you are, but what you think you are. And that's very thought-provoking, play on words there, because our thoughts control what we see, feel, eat, sleep, breathe, whatever you want to use there. Our thoughts are the forecast of how we see ourselves. We need to go ahead and think right now. It doesn't matter what we think of what other people see of ourselves, but what matters is how we see ourselves, because we can be ruled by our own limitations. And I can tell you, you can be your own worst critic. And I know that from self-experience, but if you want to change today, you have to start by changing your thoughts. You have to create positive thoughts within your mindset to create a new frame of action that will create a new behavior and a new emotion to go with those thoughts. It will be uncomfortable, it will be challenging, and it will be hard. It's way too easy to complain and way too easy to be negative on every aspect and outlook on life. So I want to read you a passage from Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 11. And it says, "Like apples of gold in settings of silver is a word spoken in right circumstances." So if we think about a word rightly spoken is like apples of gold in settings of silver, what do we create our thoughts based upon? Our thoughts are created based upon words. The words that we speak to ourselves, and definitely create emotions and actions that lead to permanent habitual personalities within us. So we have to be very careful what we're telling ourselves. You know, it's fully okay to be optimistic. If you want to be a little bit realistic as well, sure, okay. But if we're always looking at the glass as half full, just think about the power of your thoughts, the power of your words that they have over your life. But not only on you, the effect that what your life has on somebody else, your wife, your children. So meaning you're at home, you can tell by this person is in a certain mood. Why is he in a bad mood? Well, this event that happened to me earlier in the day because I got cut off in traffic or things didn't go my way. You can complain about that and put yourself into a negative feeling of stress, where stress hormones, they will cause this chemical release of emotional reactions in your body, and over time those build up and those held onto are going to create illnesses. And so something I learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's a neuroscientist and studies the impact of what thoughts have on the brain, and has done multiple case studies, written incredible books on the subject too. And this is why I believe we're charged in the scriptures to meditate on the Torah, the law, day in and day out. Day and night. You know, our Creator's Bible, our Creator's Word, our Bibles, the scriptures, something that we meditate on, is because we get to push ourselves out of the way and reflect upon the instructions that He has detailed for us in His Word to help us conform and transform to that Word, instead of transforming ourselves to our own negative thoughts. So how do we break the addiction of our negative thoughts? The brain does not know the difference between outside reality. And this is what I learned from Dr. Dispenza, is that the brain does not know the difference between the outside reality, so our world that we're looking in, our perception here, and what you envision in your mind via meditation. So literally blocking out a set of times where you can focus and close your eyes and think and envision yourself, you being your very best, you're successful, now listen to this. So your thoughts can rewrite your future, meaning you don't have to wait for your success to feel empowered. You don't have to wait for your wealth to feel abundant. You don't have to wait for your new relationship to feel loved. Or you don't have to wait for your healing to feel whole again. Because if you can think yourself to a sickness or an illness, a chronic illness, from these stress hormones and the chemicals they produce that keep you in a state of fight or flight, because over time this will compound on itself and it'll turn into something bad. And so if you can get yourself sick by your thoughts, your hatred, your bitterness, your resentment, your anxiety, your guilt, your shame, your remorse, your pity, your unforgiveness, all of these negative emotions that you have. Now, if you just flip those around and train your body to not go back into that mode where it wants to get those chemical feelings again from these stressors, we can retrain ourselves to think positive, forgiveness, compassion, happiness, our faith, our hope, joy, our gratitude. Gratitude will bring a lifelong lasting of happiness to you. You know, happiness doesn't bring gratitude, but your gratitude will bring yourself happiness. And we got to figure out a way to tap into that. And so that's what I'm trying to share here, is be careful of your thoughts, because your thoughts will create your actions, which will create a habit. In time will create your character and who you are as your personality. So your thoughts can define you, and that's why we should meditate on the word of our Creator, so that His instructions can be within our heart, and those thoughts that are within the heart of man can then spill forth out into the world, into what we perceive as our world to be, so we can live an abundant, happy, healthy life, free of sickness, hatred, resentment, bitterness, or anything, not only towards ourselves, but towards anybody else. And I hope this video has blessed you and helped you. I hope you do find it encouraging. Stay tuned. I will put out more as much as I can, and I do promise to commit to doing one a week at least. So if you like this and you know someone who needs it, please share it. Leave your comments below. Subscribe if you haven't, and I thank you. And if you want a free health history consultation, email me at ketoguide@yahoo.com. All right, until next time, my friends, have a healthy day. Thank you.